Oh, hello, everyone. My name is Ali. I'm an alcohol-free life coach and mentor, and this is my first live. So I'm super pumped to do this and continue to grow my channel because for me, that means growing my reach and being able to help share the message of sobriety and share the benefits of sobriety and the benefits because I know how much they have impacted my life. I've been sober for almost 7 years. In fact, I'm 1 week away from reaching exactly 7 years sober, and I'm super stoked. I never used the word stoked. I don't know why I just used it, but um, anyway, I am just really, really excited. Um, the last 7 years, my goodness, life has really changed. Life has changed so much, and so I want to take these next 7 days and starting today, and I want to talk about like 7 lessons that I've learned in these 7 years. And it's not that like in year one, I learned this lesson, in year two, I learned this lesson. Um, I, I learned all of these lessons all throughout. So the first lesson that I learned, I would say, in my sober journey, and this is for me, but I think a lot of people can relate to this, is that alcohol just equaled chaos. That's it. Alcohol just equaled chaos. Um, and it took a while for that to really settle in. Um, I just know, like, for me in my own life journey, spiritual journey, and sober journey, alcohol does not jive with me. And just how I mean, and I think a lot of people can relate to this too. I mean, but the point is that alcohol just did not affect me in a good way. I'm a very extroverted person, though I have my introverted moments, but normally just very extroverted. I've been a journalist since I graduated from college, got my master's in it. So I've spent my career in television news as a reporter, talking to people. I'm a double Gemini, Gemini sun, Gemini rising. So like talking and communication is my jam. When I would drink, would just start to feel tired, and I mean, maybe I'd get a little pop, little energetic, type of thing. But I mean, real talk, like alcohol eventually would just make me very, very lethargic. So alcohol just created chaos. If I drank, it'd make me tired. And if I drank too much, then I just wasn't the best version of myself. I mean, I wasn't an angry drunk. I wasn't, but it doesn't really matter, right? It doesn't really matter. When you go sober, you start to reflect on how alcohol impacted your life. And for me, it just made me very tired. It made me very scattered. I wouldn't focus. And it also made me depressed. Alcohol is a depressant. We know this. And it's crazy how in the media, or just like, in Hollywood, whatever you want to call it, they show these stories of people where they're not feeling good. They have a bad day. Next thing you know, they're drinking. They're at the bar doing shots of tequila or whatever, right? And then like somehow they're like totally fine by the end of the movie and everything is great and happily ever after most of the time, right? But you know what I mean. So alcohol for me, like I wasn't like those people in the movies. When I drank when I was sad or had a bad day, I I felt it. I would feel even worse. So alcohol just created chaos. I couldn't collect my life together. I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do. I couldn't move my life forward the way I wanted to move it forward. And so 7 years ago, I hit rock bottom. It was September, and just like all kinds of things happened. I got fired from a job that I was in. I wasn't performing the way they wanted me to perform. They said it wasn't personal. They really liked me. But leading up to that moment, I had gotten a head injury, a concussion. And it was a sales job. So I just had a really hard time doing just the daily stuff. Um, but and I wasn't drinking when I had that concussion, by the way. I mean, I was on pain medication. The point is that, I hit rock bottom, lost my job. A Cat 5 hurricane, two of them actually hit my home island because I'm from the Virgin Islands. Now, I was living in the States, but when I got fired and when I realized I was losing my health care, I also didn't have a home to go back to. you know, Things are pretty rough down here. So anyway, I just think that sometimes you reach a point in your life where, if alcohol has been a problem for you, you reach that point where you're like, okay, like I'm just going around the hamster wheel right now with alcohol and booze. And you try doing these little things. You try to like maybe curtail your drinking. I won't drink alone. I'll only drink on the weekends. You start doing all these like mind games or these restrictions, so to speak, but I never stuck to them. I mean, maybe like one night or something. And it wasn't that I couldn't stop drinking. It was just that the root of the problem I wasn't getting to. The root of the problem had to be handled, and I needed to quit alcohol to handle it. And then once I could handle that, I could start to put the pieces of my life back together. And sure enough, when I did quit alcohol, things really started to come back together. And it wasn't like a wave a magical wand and that was it. It just gave me that space to start adulting better, just real talk. I was just able to move my life in a direction much better. Alcohol was not getting me distracted. And then I also saw some really cool breakthroughs and blessings that came my way. So first thing that I learned, or one of the biggest lessons that I've learned, I should say, in these 7 years that I've been sober is that alcohol equals chaos, straight up. So if anybody out there, resonates with that, definitely leave a comment and also tell me how many days that you've been sober too. I would love to hear that. And I love sharing tips and strategies on ways that you could help live your best sober life. I'm an alcohol-free coach and mentor. So if you have any questions, again, drop them in the comment below. And you guys, this is my first live. So looking forward to the next one. And I'll see you in the next video.